Okay, my face is mostly off screen because my nose is very stuffy. I don't know why. It's happened since yesterday when I had some spicy food. But yeah, I don't want anyone to see my grossness. What? So yeah, I almost didn't do this at all though, but I felt like I had to. So this has this next episode's colors purple. This has the segment from the original episode where Poe finds a purple cloud. I think I vaguely remember seeing that. And then a TV event, I'm not sure if I remember that. And the segment with the purple flower, I feel like I may have seen that. And like I mentioned in the previous part with that screensaver, I remember that screensaver had screenshots from that segment. And then after that's the rabbit song from uh, the nursery rhymes video. I think it's the first version that was used in that video. Uh, but it's a little bit scrambled up, like it was edited really weirdly, which I don't think I remember that. And they do the stamping and stepping dance, which I think is the same version from. It's apparently the same version from the U.S. version of Drumming with Norris. So yeah, I'm not sure if this is the episode I saw with this dance. I'm not sure. The voice trumpet's a bit lower, also. What? Tinky Winky is the missing Teletubby, and Dipsy's the Boo Shouter. And the Pledge Drive variant has at the beginning the opening segment from Urban Walk where they're going under the arch. I think there's two different versions of that. The one version that was using "Going for a Walk" that didn't have the door opening sound effect, which I don't think I remember happening in this segment either. I'm not sure. And then the entire second half of the Colors Red episode is used where Poe is learning about the color red and everything in Teletubby Land turns red. And the windmill stops spinning. I vaguely remember seeing this. I think it's another early memory. And Lala's the Boo Shouter, I think, with the alternate ending music. This episode aired on November 9th, 2000. And the rerun airing in the rerun area, it has the segment from Feeding My Baby Sister after a TV event where Dipsy and Poe are making tubby custard, and then they go watch The Magic House, which is the same version from Emily and the Trap, where it's the bottom left window version. I think the camera fades to the windmill stopping. I don't know. I don't know if it was this episode or some other episode. I'll probably correct myself in the description. I think I'm getting a cold. Lala is the missing Teletubby and also the Boo Shouter. Yeah, I'm not too sick, but yeah. And the Sprout airing the Rabbit song is removed, and instead it has the uh, Running Away dance, the extended version. Oh wait, no, that's in the alternate Sprout airing. What does it have? I don't know why I didn't write anything here. Oh, yeah, it's the Running Away dance. I was thinking of like a different. No, I was. Yeah, I'm just. I guess my eyesight is really terrible. I wrote these like recap descriptions all weirdly. But yeah, it's the Running Away dance, the extended version. Poe's the Boo Shouter. In the alternate Sprout airing, uh, the rabbit song plays in the middle of the episode after a TV event. It's the same version from Swimming with Stephanie, which I don't know if I remember that happening this episode. And then after the flower segment, after it shows the baby son screaming, it shows the windmill spinning in the scene of the Teletubbies saying "uh-oh" from the Happy Walk segment. And then they go watch the magic tree and the windmill stops spinning. Lala is the missing Teletubby. She's also... Oh wait, never mind. Yeah, and Tinky Winky is the Boo Shouter. Next up is Going Up and Going Down. This episode aired on November 16th, 2000. And it was also aired during the 10th anniversary. Or like the 10th anniversary. They mostly showed this season and the next season. The earlier seasons were rarely shown at all. So yeah. And this episode was used in a bonus feature on the Time to Dance DVD. It was also on the PBS Kids website. I think you might have seen it. Understanding Teletubbies. Two people from Ragdoll USA talk about the show, its educational values. It's ironic that they chose this since this has no magical event or dance. Spoiler alert. And yeah, and like it doesn't barely even has anything. They mention the Nunu and the favorite things, even though they barely show up at all. And they even show like footage from the Teletubbies documentary from 1998 or 1999. They show two kids watching an episode. They're watching the dancing bear appearing. So yeah, in the Understanding Teletubbies video, they use like the different ragdoll logo, where it's just like a little like rectangle box, like on top of the screen on like a black background, and they removed the mention of the Itsy Bitsy Entertainment Company because like near the end of the season, the Itsy Bitsy Entertainment Company lost the rights to the show, and then Ragdoll USA independently distributed the show. Most airings of this season used that logo, though some still use the older one. Starts with the segment. The voice trumpet says, "Going up, going down." Yeah, that. I feel like I vaguely remember seeing that. In the TV event, I don't think I remember that. And then the next segment is the segment from Rabbids, the UK version, where basically after a TV event, the camera fades to the opening shot rather than cutting to it, and Tinky Winky's looking for Poe, which I do remember seeing this segment at least a few times, and then the episode just ends. Lala's the missing Teletubby and Tinky Winky's the Boo Shouter. Dave Thompson's credited again. And the pledge drive airing at the beginning, it has the segment from Numbers 3 version 1 where Dipsy climbs a steep hill. I feel like I might have seen that come before TV event, but I mostly remember seeing that coming before magical event in another episode. We'll get to that later. And apparently the TV event plays once. So yeah. And then after that, they do the up and down dance, which I think is the same version from Painting Easter Eggs, and then the Dancing Bear, which apparently is the same version from Painting with Hands and Feet. And I think the voice trumpet's delayed. and Po is the Boo Shouter. In their rerun airing, it has. Oh, yeah, the baby son's giggling before the looking for Po segment is in sync and the voice trump is delayed. In the rerun airing, it has the walking dance, which is the same version from the Sunday special version of Becky and Jed finding eggs. And it's the extended version, and apparently the Teletubbies cheer for Lala clip, where, like, basically, like, I don't really know how to explain this. So apparently, like, when they do the dance the second time, from what I just read, like, the music doesn't go higher pitched, and they use the same shot of the Teletubbies cheering for Lala at the end when they finish doing the dance the first time. I don't really know how that works, really. And then the windmill starts spinning with the scene from Gospel Singing, where they say "uh-oh," from the opening scene from Gospel Singing, where they say "uh-oh" and run off. And they go watch the magic tree with the windmill stopping. And this is already becoming confusing. Dipsy is the Boo Shouter, I want to say, with the alternate ending music. In the Sprout area, it has the Bendy dance at the beginning, which is the same version from My Pretend Friend. I don't know if I remember that dance at least appearing at the beginning of an episode. And then after the TV event, it's the Fountain segment from Firefighter, which I don't know if I really remember. And then after the baby son is shown giggling afterward, they go watch the Magic House, which is the top left window version. The windmill stops spinning. That I might remember. Tinky Winky is the Boo Shouter. In the alternate Sprout airing, it has the skipping dance at the beginning, which is the same version from the Sunday special version of skipping, where it's the same version from African dance, but apparently right after the dance is over, after it shows the baby son giggling, they show the bird's eye view windmill clip, and the Teletubbies come outside to see the windmill spinning. It's the same scene of that happening from Dragonflies, which I don't think I remember that. And then after TV event, it's the segment from Carnival UK version where Lala's playing with her ball, and then they go watch the three ships, and the baby son is shown giggling instead of the windmill stopping. I think I might remember at least a few episodes where the windmill does not stop spinning, even though the magical event comes at the end. I don't think this is that one. And Poe's the Boo Shouter. Next up is Cat's Night Out. This is an episode I vaguely remember seeing. I'm not sure if I was mistaking it for the Bedtime Stories and Lullabies video. This episode aired on November 23rd, 2000, and I think it aired during the 10th anniversary once again. So yeah, it has the opening segment where the Teletubbies are walking around the house, which I do remember seeing in the TV event. And then the second half of the episode is the entire second half of Sing a Song of Sixpence, where the Teletubbies are singing songs, which I vaguely remember seeing, except when the Magic House starts, it's a different window. It's the It's the bottom left window version, which I don't know if I really remember seeing an episode where that happened other than Funny Day. And unlike in Funny Day, the audio of the puppets singing is different. Uh, it's kind of similar to the audio of him singing for one of the right window versions. And yeah, and this is the same version from the Sunday special version of Feeding My Baby Sister, where when the windmill stops spinning, the sound for the windmill stopping is a bit delayed, like in some episodes with the Magic House, and the bird sounds when the windmill stops spinning are also delayed as well, which I don't think I remember an episode where that happened. Dipsy is the missing Teletubby and Poe is the Boo Shouter. And Dina Davis, who apparently is the voice of the puppet in the Magic House, is uncredited. And the Sunday special... Now, why am I saying Sunday special version? In the Pledge Drive airing, at the beginning it has the Twisty Dance, which I think is the same version from Little Baby, the UK version. I vaguely remember something like that. The original child narrator from the UK version of the TV event is kept. And then after the TV event, it's the Twinkle Twinkle Little Star segment from Lighthouse, which I'm not sure if I remember that happening in the middle of an episode. And then I go watch the Animal Parade, which is apparently the same version from Asian Storyteller, where once again the baby son is shown giggling instead of the windmill stopping. And Tinky Winky's the Boo Shouter. And the rerun airing at the beginning, it has the segment from Numbers 3 version 1, where Tinky Winky, Dipsy, and Lala are marching 1, 2, 3. I think I vaguely remember seeing it. And then after the TV event, it has the segment from number 6 version 2, where there's 6 pieces of Tubby Toast and they share some with Lala. And then they still go do the Magic House, but it's the bottom right window version, which that I remember. And Lala's the missing Teletubby and Poe's the Boo Shouter. And the Sprout airing it has the opening segment from Kittens, where the voice trap is meowing, which I think I vaguely remember seeing that as well. And then after the TV event, they do the Magic Tree, which is the same version from Haymaking. And then the segment from Little Baby, the UK version, where Poe can't seem to wake up. I must be sick, because I think I'm gonna throw up. No, it's okay, I just burped. But I still kind of feel like I'm gonna... And Dipsy's the missing Teletubby, and also the Boo Shouter. And the alternate Sprout airing at the beginning, it has the opening segment from Asian Storyteller the Fox, where I think where Poe shouts out "big hug" and everyone comes to give her a big hug, which I think I vaguely remember seeing that. I think I'm about to sneeze. Hold on. Wow, I've been sneezing a lot. And then after the TV event is the Jumping Dance, which is the same version from Our Pig Winnie, which I vaguely remember seeing. Yeah, but seriously, I cannot show my face on camera. My nose is running like crazy. It is like practically puking. And then, uh, and then after that is the original main segment from the original UK version, where Poe wakes up and she comes outside to see the other Teletubbies, and they go watch the Magic House, which is the top right window version, and the windmill stops spinning. Dipsy is the boo shouter. Almost done. Hide and seek. This episode barely has anything different. Uh, yeah, the only thing really different is the opening segment, with which is the segment from Boom Boom Dance, the UK version, where the Teletubbies are sitting and standing on a hill, and the closed captions say "windmill whirring," like whirring, like WHIRRING. I have no idea what that means, but yeah. It's not even that long of a segment, but yeah, that's literally the only difference. Another difference also is pretty interesting, which I don't remember this at all. Like, I remember, like, this episode had the original opening segment where they pop up behind a hill, because on a DVD, uh, that and the TV event are featured as a bonus feature, and the TV event actually has an error that happens in this episode, where when Poe gets chosen for the TV event, the audio of Dipsy's antenna is heard. And yeah, I think I vaguely remember this TV event. Was it in like a Teletubbies video game or like on an online game? I feel like it might have been like maybe on the PBS Kids website. And then the segment where I think they're all trying to hide from Lala is a really long segment. I don't think I remember that at all. And yeah, that's it. Tinky Winky's the missing Teletubby and Lala's the boo shouter. Dave Thompson's credited again. And the pledge drive airing up. At the beginning, apparently the pledge drive airing has the rabbit book segment uh, from the bedtime stories and lullabies video. Lala reading a book and counting some rabbits, and it's kind of similar to how it goes in numbers 3, where the magical event just starts right away. Like right after the baby son's shown giggling, but it's a bit different because it's the clip of the baby son smiling from the intro that we see at the end, and the magical event tune is normal, unlike in that episode where it was a bit scrambled up. And yeah, apparently a magical event comes before the TV event at the beginning. Yeah, it's the magic tree, which is the same version from Magical Surprises, where that happens, where the baby son is shown smiling, and then the camera cuts to the uh, windmill spinning. I think like similar to like in Lorette tap dancing, the TV event would start right away. So yeah, and Lala's the boo shouter. I think the alternate ending music is used also. Oh, I have a stomach bomb right now. Maybe I am sick. And the rerun airing, it has the segment from Statues at the beginning where Dipsy's playing a hiding game, which I think I vaguely remember seeing that appearing at the beginning of an episode. And then after the TV event, it's the stretching dance, which is the same version from the UK version of Pebbles. And then they go watch the Magic Tree, which is apparently the same version from Playing with Dough, which I think I vaguely remember seeing that. because like at first like the windmill's whooshing sound is heard when the Teletubbies see it spinning, and only the first part of the magical vent tune with the second part plays right after they say like the first part plays and then the second part plays what shows the baby son giggling. Lots of pausing today. I'm very stuffy. And Tinky Winky is the boo shouter. This episode aired on November 30th, 2000. And the Sprout airing, it has the opening segment from Jack and the Beanstalk where Tinky Winky and Po are going in and out of the house, which I vaguely remember seeing. I'm not sure. And then basically like the segment from Blackberry picking where I think that's where like the Teletubbies are hiding from Lala. I think in the hide and seek episode, are they hiding from Poe or like I don't know. They're both kind of the same segment, but like this segment's a lot shorter. And then after that, they go watch the Three Ships, and then they do a tiptoe dance, which is apparently the same version from Rolling. I'm not sure about that. And Tinky Winky's the Boo Shouter with the alternate ending music. In the alternate Sprout area, at the beginning, it has the opening segment from My Pretend Friend, where Lala is shouting out "Big Hug," and everyone comes to give her a big hug. And then after that is the after a TV event, it's the running away dance from the same version from Baby Elephant, which I might remember, but I'm not sure if I remember it happening after the TV event. And then the same segment from Blackberry Picking, where they're hiding from Lala. But after that, they go watch the Animal Parade, which half of it is the same version from Going for a Walk, where I think it's the slow magical vent tune, but then the other half's the same version from Mary Had a Little Lamb, where the windmill stops spinning in the same way. It's like a much longer clip of the windmill stopping, which I might remember an episode where that happened. I'm not sure if this is that one. And then apparently, like in this airing, they use the ending from Spray Paint Mural, where there's two boo shouters. They do that part twice, and the first time is Dipsy, and the second part is Lala. And one more episode for today. Skipping. Skipping aired on December 7th, 2000. This one has the opening segment from Moon, uh, where Tinky Winky and Dipsy are going in and out of the house. And then, which I don't know if I remember that, but then the, uh, what's called the TV event, which I don't know if I remember that either. The skipping segment, one line from the narrator where he talks about Dipsy practicing skipping is apparently cut in this episode, but I think it's kept in some versions, some alternate airings. Yeah, I don't think I remember this segment either. And then after that, it's the swinging dance, which is the same version from Rosie's hairdo. Which this happens in two episodes. There's two episodes with this dance in the U.S. dub, which I was not expecting this dance at all because I thought it was gonna have the skipping dance because a lot of descriptions say that. In the swinging dance, they do some skipping, but yeah, I find it interesting because the dance starts with two rabbits fighting, which I'm surprised they showed that. But yeah, I think I might remember this dance. I'm not sure if this is the episode I saw with it. The baby son screaming at the end of the dance is different. and the voice trumpet's a little bit lower. And the intro from Moon is used, where Poe is the missing Teletubby, and Dipsy's the Boo Shouter. I think in some alternate airings, the opening segment had the Home Hill 1 opening shot and the shortened opening music. Also, the windmill's whooshing sound is a bit scrambled up in the regular airing, which I don't think I remember that. I think like there, I think like the field shot that's shown, uh, like like after the opening shot, where they show like a field in Teletubby Land, is not shown for the skipping segment. But like in the Pledge Drive area, after a TV event, it's a segment from Arthur Robot's story, where Poe wakes up late and does her exercises late. I think it has the ending from Tubby Custard Tummy with the same closing shot and the baby son giggling. And then they go do a stepping dance, which is the same version from My Mum's a Doctor. I might remember that. I'm not sure if I remember if they fixed that error where like the music wasn't heard until a few seconds into the dance. But yeah. And Lala's the Boo Shouter. I don't know why I keep writing alternate music, the alternate ending music, when I'm starting to remember these episodes didn't have it. What? Sorry, you're not in the shot, Lulu. My camera doesn't, like, stay up very well. And the. What? In the rerun airing. In the rerun airing, it has the dancing bear at the end, which starts after the baby son is shown giggling and dances once and the windmill stops spinning. Which I may or may not remember that. Tinky Winky's the Boo Shouter. And the Sprout. What? And the Sprout airing, it has the segment from Clogs where Lala is going for a walk indoors. And apparently, I heard the narrator's dialogue is re recorded, unlike in The Magic Pumpkin, which I'm not sure if I remember that. But it has the original ending where they see the windmill spinning and they run off and they go watch the animal parade without the elephant's trumpet, which that I don't remember really. And then the round and round dance, which I think might be the same version from tennis. Tinky Winky is the missing Teletubby, and Dipsy is the Boo Shouter. And the alternate Sprout airing, it has. What does it have? It has after TV events. It has the segment from Guess Who I Am, where Dipsy and Lala are listening to the voice trumpet roaring like a lion, and it ends with the closing shot and the baby son giggling. And then in that version they do the skipping dance, which is the same version from one of the alternate airings of going up and going down, where the bird's eye view windmill scene is used after the dance is over, and they go watch the dancing bear dancing twice, and the windmill stops spinning. Well, that's it for now. I gotta go blow my nose.